Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Bell Ringers podcast with yours truly, Ryan McDonald.
And I'm Ty Press.
Please, as always, go subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/the Bell Ringers pod and follow us on our social medias at Bell Ringers pod on TikTok, Spotify, or Twitter, and Instagram. X, yeah, X to everything app. Can't forget about that.
Yep.
I go back and forth what I call it.
I still call it Twitter. I mean,
I only call it X the everything app as sarcastic and a joke.
What do you call it when you post?
Tweet. Well, I don't post, but tweet.
It's still called a tweet?
I don't know what they call it.
No, I don't think there's a term for it. That's where I think they're going wrong. Is like Twitter was great because like it wasn't. You don't make a post on Twitter. You tweet. You tweet on Twitter. And they need a name for what the posts are. That's what's throwing everybody off. Is like I can get behind not calling it Twitter, but I'm still tweeting on X. It's not right.
Just because you got rid of a bunch of the workers doesn't mean we can change the name.
That's right, yeah. I'm too used to tweeting. I'm just a tweety little bird.
But for today, we got a little bit. There's been some recent NFL news this week. We got the Combine. Mm-hmm. We have the NBA. Well, just one injury news, really, because we only gotten right back into it after the All-Star break. We have an update on the Four Nations, or the NHL All-Star game. Little MLB, and then we have a draft of dog breeds.
Dog breed draft, baby. Do you want to do what do you want to do first? I guess we can break down the last week's draft when we come to the draft for this week. But I'm just so jazzed up about a dominating performance I had on you.
I don't know how much dominating was.
I mean, on Instagram it looked close, but on everywhere else.
Yeah, well, those aren't votes.
They're not votes. That should have been the main comment I responded with. It was like, yo, send it on to Instagram and help your boy out because... Anyway, we'll talk about it later.
Going into the NFL, we have two retirees, Zach Martin and Jason Peters. Jason Peters retires for maybe the fourth time.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy that this dude's still playing. Like, I mean, I don't think he's ever done what he like. The Eagles got rid of him because we felt like he was definitely out of his prime and out of his heyday. And that kind of waned true. But he also went over to play. I know did he come out of retirement to play for Dallas, or did he go straight to Dallas?
No, we just didn't sign him.
We didn't sign him. I know. I'm saying, did he go to?
No, he didn't retire with us. He just.
I know. I'm trying to remember if he went straight to Dallas after that, or he retired and then he came out of retirement and went to Dallas.
I believe it was straight to Dallas, and then I think it was Chicago after that, and then this most recent time was Seattle.
Okay. Eagles legend really was with us for a long time. Was what do we call him? The bodyguard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Eagles legend, can't hate on him. Don't love that he went to Dallas afterwards, but what are you gonna do? He thought he still had some juice in the system.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he ever really talked bad about us, so I'm not really upset.
No, I'm not too upset about it either.
But Zach Martin retires, also a Cowboy. Well,
yeah, I don't like that guy.
Yeah, I mean that one, he was very good, so I'm glad they lost him.
Mm-hmm.
That's helps us out a little bit, or well, I guess just doesn't help them.
Yeah, so two retirees. Again, it is Combine week. So
we do.
Do you have other news?
One extension. We have the Bills extended Khalil Shakir 4 years, up to $60 million.
I did see that earlier today.
That was
4 years.
I don't know. Keon Coleman was a rookie. I don't know why.
Keon Coleman was a rookie. Yeah,
I was getting confused. I was like, oh, is he?
I mean, Shakir did do good. Like they kind of thought it was going to be a battle. It was kind of a battle between him and Keon for the number one spot. Yeah. They didn't really have a clear number one. Amari Cooper thought they thought they'd bring him over and he'd be the number one, and it kind of was a three-headed system. Like it really, there was no definite number one wide receiver over there. So
I didn't see the guarantees, but it said up to $60 million. I don't know. Yeah, I mean it's like $15 million a year. Kind of makes me wonder what T. Higgins is going to get.
Yeah. I didn't see any more on T. Higgins. I did see. Is Jamar Chase getting a contract too, or is he's done?
I mean he's not done. I think he just got one recently though.
I don't. I might be wrong there. I thought I saw something. There's like they're signing some wide receiver is going to get signed to be the highest non-quarterback contract.
Well, I forget. It might have been. One of them might have Justin Jefferson got a big contract, or Jamar Chase. The other one wanted to be like just a penny more than the other one.
Yeah.
Just to have like those bragging rights of like being the highest paid wide receiver.
All right, so is that the end of our current players in the NFL news?
Yeah.
We can move on over to the
non-player news. But Green Bay did want to ban the tush push. They asked the NFL, said we got to get rid of this. We played them twice this year. Can't do it again. Can't have the tush push. It's not fair.
And it's also great that it was the Green Bay Packers because I think one of the most embarrassing attempts of the tush push came from Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers, where the only one that did any movement was Jordan Love, and it was like he's right under center. They're trying to do a tush push. I guess he said it was on two, and he went on one, but he directly like didn't get the ball and was already trying to push him forward and just like fell into his guard, and his guard fell down, and it was just a false start, but it was just the ugliest looking thing.
All right, so I think that deals with everything of current news. You want to go and give us the
I got some
combine speak?
I got some combine news. I'm finally allowed to say.
Yeah, my bad. I kept forgetting when I had my list.
All right,
I kept just looking down. I was like, all right, I got something else.
I got some top dogs that people are going to be looking for in the combine that will not be participating. Those are Abdul Carter is still dealing with a shoulder injury. So
yeah, hopefully that makes him actually fall all the way to 32. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean,
he wants to be an Eagle.
Fingers crossed. Yeah,
he's got a custom Eagles hoodie with his name and number on it. He held the trophy.
I hope that doesn't push him to former Penn State pass rusher Dallas.
It'd be kind of funny if he went to the Giants and then he came to Philly in like 3 years.
Dallas has the 12th pick. I don't think any of this is going to push him that far. No. He's a top 3, top 5 talent for sure. So Abdul Carter is dealing with shoulder injury. He will not be participating in the combine. The other two are Ashton Genty and Shedeur Sanders, who both are not participating because they feel like they've proven enough in their college career to not need to participate in the combine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with Ashton Genty not doing it. I mean, it's getting frustrating. I feel like a lot more of the guys, top guys especially, are kind of opting out of doing it, which gets frustrating, especially when they're, playmaking players, and so you want to see them run the 40. I mean, we don't. It's not like I'm like really like, oh, like that guy stinks because he ran like a half a second slower.
Yeah,
but it's more just cool to see how fast they can run in a straight line.
I get that. Like, if you're told you're going to be a top 3 pick, like Ashton Genty is going to go very high.
Yeah.
There is the possibility that you go to the combine and you have an off day, you don't put up the numbers that you think you should. The thing is with that though is like, say that does drop you down a pick or two. Yeah, you're going to lose some money out of it. It's not, I mean, the jump from, I think after 5, it's kind of minimal, I think, for each pick. Like, it's not like.
Yeah, I know there's one big jump. I think there might be a decent jump around like 20.
Okay. Again, like, in my mind, if a team doesn't want me because, like, if I put out a great performance in my college career, like Ashton Genty 100% has. Like, he is deserving to go very high up in the draft. If a team is going to pass on me because I have an off day at the combine and, like, something isn't to their liking, good. I'm like, honestly, at that point, the next team most likely will be a better team overall.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder, they might be doing their pro days too anyway, so it basically ends up being the combine just at your college.
Yeah.
And sometimes, at least for quarterbacks, you get to throw to your actual wide receivers, so you have more of a rhythm down with them, rather than throwing to the random combine receivers that you might overthrow them a little bit more, where you're not used to like their speed, where they're going to be at, how they run routes. So in that way, I could see it.
But I think here too is like there's not a clear number 1, I think, right now in the draft. Like,
no.
So in the same sense, if you go to the combine and ball out, like, you want that number 1 spot. I know it's going to be the worst team, but you still want that number 1 spot because that is the most money you can get, and you will be remembered for, like, people remember the number 1 pick way more than they remember the number 2 pick. So, like, you do want that number 1 spot, and the fact that there is not a clear number 1, in my mind, I want to go to the combine and try to make a statement. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if they're just not running, but like I know, like, you also you have like interviews and stuff like that with different teams. So you get to the interview questions can often be weird and strange. But, you might be able to get a better feel for the coach and, maybe who you'd actually want to play for.
Right. Absolutely.
Granted, you don't only get to choose, but still.
So, those are the guys that are definitely, like, I mean, there might be more people not going, but those are, like, the 3 top names that I could find that are not participating.
I think I did see that Quinn Ewers is throwing at the combine, even though he got a little injured there at the end of the season. So that'll be kind of cool to see him there. Because he's one that, with a good combine, he might be able to jump up a little bit higher. I don't think he's going to jump to number 1 or like the best quarterback, but he might be able to jump in the first round.
Some other news I do have on the draft or the combine is, I guess this kind of goes to the draft, but Cowboys CEO says that they are looking to snag a quarterback. I don't think they're going to grab one at 12, but I think at 44 there's a couple names on there that they're not going to be starters. Obviously, I don't think they're predicting, and like I don't think at 12 you're getting somebody that they'd be confident starting over Dak. It's still going to be Dak going into next year, but I think that at 44 they can get some guys that they could have shadow Dak for a couple years, 2 to 3 years, and see what happens with that. But I think there was a couple names on there that they said that they could get at 44. I didn't write down the names, but there's some guys that are definitely like work in progresses that they might be able to grab. I could see them going 44. Outside of that, I think some news I did get are Giants, Browns, Steelers, and Raiders are all teams that have been contacting the Rams for possible talks with Matthew Stafford. Which, out of those teams, obviously, I don't want him to go to the Giants out of all of them. The Raiders have said that they will do whatever they can to get a quarterback high in this draft. So I know the Raiders want a quarterback.
Yeah,
drafted.
I mean, I feel like either it's probably going to be kind of like it's just a bridge guy because you're probably not going to expect him to play that many years. Like give him like that Kirk Cousins like 2 years, but for like a lot of money deal.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, all right, hey, play for us. Hopefully, maybe we can get to the postseason. But if not, we're going to draft a quarterback to sit behind you and learn for a couple years.
I know, but like, I could see that for a team that
Like the Raiders, I think, is probably like the team that would be the most likely to want to do something like that. Granted, they don't might have like the best options around him. But
where's the Raiders pick at though? That's my question. Is like,
they got to be high. They stunk.
I know. I could see it going to a team that doesn't have one of like the top 3 quarterbacks in question.
Oh, I see what you mean because you think they might just end up having like them be a starter.
Yeah, I think the guys that are getting a quarterback in the top 2, like the top 2 or 3 quarterbacks, I don't know if they'd be the ones that go for Matt Stafford. Can you pull up the list?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
If one of these teams is out of the top,
Tennessee Titans,
yeah,
the
who definitely
Cleveland Browns, the New York Giants, Patriots at 4, Jacksonville at 5, and the Raiders at 6. I mean, the Raiders at 6 might not be. Cause it depends on like how if.
So the Steelers are the lowest, or the highest one out of all them. Then.
Oh yeah, I mean the Steelers made the playoffs, so
Yeah,
they're around probably like 15, 16.
I could see the Steelers do it then. Like the Steelers would be a good.
The Steelers are 21, yeah, so that's pretty deep.
They would be I would think the favorite. I mean, they said the Steelers have said that they do want to continue with one of the 2 guys that they have, whether it be Russ or Justin Fields.
That would be pointless for them to get that then.
I know,
It'd be
but
a waste of money.
I don't know. I don't think either of them are deserving a big contract though.
Yeah, but why get 2 veterans?
Yeah, well, I guess
Matt Stafford's not going to leave to be a bench quarterback.
I think
and you're not going to get. I mean, Justin Fields might stay to be a bench quarterback.
I don't know if they do that if they get Stafford. I think that was.
Okay.
I don't see that. I don't see both of those situations happening.
Okay, I thought you were saying combined.
No. I think what I saw from them is like they came out and said, because 21, you're not getting a big quarterback. So they came out and said that they would continue one of the 2 quarterbacks that they have right now. But I think if this situation does play out where they end up getting Matt Stafford, I don't think they continue either of those 2 guys.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's all I have for Combine. Some other news. I don't know if I got the Rob Gronkowski hinted at coming out of retirement, which
there's no shot that happens.
35 years old.
He's not doing it. There's no.
I think he could be better than like. He's not gonna be what he was by any means. Even in like his last year, he wasn't incredible, but he's not gonna be near that. I still think there are teams that he would be an upgrade at tight end.
Yeah, maybe like 5. I think he's just. There's no way his body's in the shape to play again, and he would probably. He's not going to be out there for 90% of the snaps. He's not going to be blocking that much.
Again, there is one team that is a favorite to get him, and it's the Denver Broncos. The Gronkowski and Sean Payton work together on Fox, and they're saying that the Broncos, if he does come out, if this is something that happens, it would be to the Broncos. The Broncos don't have a great tight end. They've been, like, fans of the Broncos have been wanting them to draft a tight end, and they haven't done it the last 2 years. So.
I know it's always been one of the ones of fantasy where you're like, Broncos tight end might be something because they have no one. Look at this guy, and then they just fail.
They just don't throw to him at all.
Yeah.
But you have a young, good quarterback. I could see them possibly trying it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for them it might not be worth a shock. So you're not. I mean, I guess why not?
Yeah, I do have possible Eagles picks. So we have, with being the Super Bowl winner, we had the 32nd pick. I went into this saying like keep an eye on these guys at the combine, see like what you think of them, how they look. But a lot of these guys are linemen. Like
that's where most of our free agents are going to be interior or just defensive linemen in general, with Josh Sweat, Milton Williams.
Yeah. Aside from, I think one of them is a safety, but going down the list of guys that the Eagles might be looking at, I tried this name. I didn't come close. I have Donovan Izayaraku.
I'm not getting that.
From Boston College. He's an edge rusher. So he's one. The next one I have is the safety. His name is Malachi Starks. He's a Georgia Bulldog, which would be cool, but again, we're getting both our safeties back.
Yeah, and most of our secondary back. I'd rather go secondary later in the draft. I want to load up on the defensive line.
And we have backup safeties as well. We have Sidney Brown, who's been in building for a while now. We have backup safeties. I don't want them to go safety in this draft pick. I agree with you. I think we need to strengthen up the D line, possibly get some backup O linemen because our O linemen are getting a little beat up and older.
Yeah, we might need another running back too. Kenny Gainwell might leave.
Oh yeah, I mean, give me Shipley. Shipley balled out in the
that's fair.
NFC Championship. Fair. So that's the safety. Again, the only reason I would like him is because it's another Georgia Bulldog. Just fits the mold that we've been going on. Another pick is Darius Alexander, defensive lineman from Toledo. He's a big boy.
Back Toledo, first round picks.
Yeah, cool. 6'4", 310, big dog. I got Ohio State Buckeyes Tyleik Williams, defensive tackle, so another big guy inside.
Another Ohio State guy.
Another Ohio State Buckeye defensive end, Jack Sawyer. All defensive linemen, aside from a safety, I think we would go defensive lineman. So there's a good chance it's one of those other four guys. But
Jack Sawyer, you come here, you get a bunch of sacks, you maybe have a spot on the exciting whites.
That's true. As another additional to the white defense. Yeah. Just one by one taking over. So that's my list of Eagles possibilities. Do you got anything else on?
I got no more NFL news, but one quick NBA update as Victor Wembanyama is out for the rest of the season with blood clots. Hate to see it, especially with the fact that Chris Bosh's career ended a little prematurely with blood clot issues.
Wow.
But I think his were more in his lungs, so it's it's a much worse spot to have that.
I didn't know that's what the injury was. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
How did he find out? Was that like
Beats me. I was kind of wondering the same thing. I don't know if you got to feel it, I guess, in some way. I don't know.
Is that like a
It might just be a general physical. He just had. I don't know how often the athletes are getting general. I gotta imagine they're getting looked at by like the team doctors pretty often.
Yeah, I have to say so too. But that's crazy. I'm curious how they found out about having blood clot problems.
Yeah, I mean it's really all I got from the NBA. But moving on to MLB, other I guess strange injury news. I forget the guy's name, but LA Dodgers pitcher last year, he was coming back from Tommy John surgery and. When ended up going out for the season with a torn esophagus from eating salad.
Oh, wow. So cut the greens out, fellas. Yeah, you now want to be eating salads. He got a torn esophagus from it?
I'm not afraid of the salad. I'll eat the salad.
Oh, you're a big salad guy.
I think he said on his first bite, he felt something weird in his throat, tried to wash it down with water, and then, it was just playing it off, and then his wife was like, nope, you need to go to the ER right now. Went and had a life-saving surgery, apparently.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So imagine a salad took him down.
That's
pretty rough.
Put that on the obituary.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah. But more to our Phillies, they have mentioned the possibility of putting our starting catcher, JT Realmuto, out in left field for a few games to kind of keep his legs fresh, his knees fresh. If it makes him, his body better, I guess it helps, but he didn't really bat that well last season, so I don't know how much. Like, if anything, I'd rather just have him have more off games.
I mean, yeah, he absolutely didn't bat well, especially near the end of the season. A lot of our guys just completely disappeared in the playoffs. I don't know, like we kind of said earlier, like it could rest on his knee, help him with his batting, like maybe he'll be more fresh late in the season, which could be the case. Maybe that's what they're looking at.
If that helps,
the fact that,
then just keep it going. But
he didn't feel healthy by the end of the season because he's playing catch. Yeah. I mean, they got to be doing this for some reason with the hopes of him being strong. Like the big flaw was him not healthy in the end of the season and not playing well. So,
and I guess it kind of also maybe you just move Marsh to middle or center because also I feel like we were kind of platooning the left field spot for most of the end of the season there with Hayes and Marsh and stuff like that, and it just never seemed to really work.
No,
so maybe that's kind of their mindset. We don't we have a set everyday left fielder?
No,
so it doesn't really. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It could be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's something to try. Like I said, if it helps his batting, I'm all for it. I don't know how he is as a left fielder. I don't know when the last time he played left field would be, but
I don't know either. It didn't really seem like he had he just said he was willing to go wherever coach told him to go.
Okay. A little bit disrespectful towards left fielders. Like, oh, you want to be healthy for the end of the season? Let's just throw this all-time catcher in left field and see how he does.
I think it's just, being down on your knees like that as a catcher all the time is brutal.
I'm just saying for the sense of, like, instead of resting him, like, let's just throw you in left field and see how that works.
I mean, that's usually what you're saying. You're big fat guys, so.
That's true. We had Schwarber playing there for a while. All right. Like I said, it's at the point of the year, you're going to have some off weeks. There's not too much football news, but sport news in general.
Well, I guess we got one more. We did lose to Canada. That was,
oh, my God,
that was rough. That was a game, but we lost to them in the NHL All-Star game.
OT.
Yeah, we should. I mean, OT, the Canada's goalie, I forget his name, but he was just dominant in overtime. There's a few times I thought we were going to sneak one in there, and he just got glove save after glove save. Couldn't really get by that guy. Was hoping for more fights, especially towards the end. Show some aggression, fellas.
Like I said, I think it was too close of a game that their minds are like, we want to.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, you don't fight too much. Like in a championship game, you don't see fights happening late in close championship games.
Especially
really.
when we just kept going down. Like it was down 1-0, tied it up 1-1, then we go down 2-1, then we tie it up, and then we go into overtime. So I guess with the fact we're losing, you don't really want to go out and fight and lose one of your good guys.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's my thought process as well.
But, maybe if someone would have fought McDavid at the end there, we wouldn't have lost.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't score that goal.
Or just go after the goalie, fight the goalie, and then get him taken out.
Goalie brawl, those are best. Actually, I'm very excited for this draft. You do have the first pick in this one.
Yes, I do. So we're doing the draft of dog breeds.
Yes, sir.
You want to do 3 or 4 picks?
I think we keep it at 3. 3 is pretty clean.
Fair. That's fair. All right.
We gotta remember how it goes, so I don't just mumble my honorable mention, and that's my third pick.
Yep, that's my bad. That's my bad. This one pick is kind of a tough. I mean, there's a lot of good choices here, but I think I'm gonna have to start with Golden Retriever.
It's a good pick. That would have been my number 1 pick as well. Nice. So I agree with it. Golden Retriever off the board. I'm going to take its counterpart, some would say, and go with the Labrador Retriever. Comes in all colors. All of them are adorable. Great dog breed. And then
Does it come in blue?
What's that?
Does it come in blue?
It comes in multiple colors. Yeah, I mean,
well, you said all colors, not multiple.
Did I say all colors? It comes in multiple colors. All of them are adorable.
just wanted to clarify.
All
that.
shapes and sizes. That Labrador Retriever. So with my my second pick, the third pick, I'm gonna go with the Burmese Mountain Dog. Absolutely gorgeous breed. I'm curious to see where you feel like you're gonna conquer this one now. I'm very happy with my picks.
German Shepherd.
German Shepherd.
Easy pick.
German Shepherd is a great pick. It's a great pick.
This is where I'm kind of coming to a tough decision here. That one's not really going to get me the votes. Not going to pick that one.
I think I like my next pick. I'm just curious. I'm kind of switching up here, but
going to go for maybe the cute small factor. Give me a French Bulldog.
That's very interesting, Ryan, because I wasn't going to go French. Oh, now I'm curious if
I'm not going to. If you go Bulldog, you can't do that.
I can't do that?
I don't think you can do that.
Okay, but you took French Bulldog. I'll give you French Bulldog.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, that's fine. But if I can't do Bulldog, I think you took the lesser of the Bulldogs, if I'm being honest with you. Let's see. You took my third pick, though, with not letting me do English Bulldog. I will be taking...
No, I mean, honestly, if you wanted to do that, that'd be fine. I thought you were just going to try and take Bulldogs in general.
Yeah. No, I can't do... Obviously, I can't do Bulldogs if you have the English Bulldog. Siberian Husky. My third pick.
Husky's not a bad pick.
Thank you, Ryan. I don't think it's a bad pick either. To our recap here.
Recapping our draft of dog breeds, I started off with the number 1 pick with Golden Retriever, and then with the finishing picks, I picked, not finishing, but German Shepherd and French Bulldog.
I'll tell you what, German Shepherd is a good one. My picks, I took the Labrador Retriever with my first pick. My second pick, I took the Bernese Mountain Dog. And then my third pick, I took the Siberian Husky.
There you go. You got it finally.
I'm telling you, this is going to be close. I think you might have thrown with that French Bulldog.
Yeah, well.
It's cute. I love French Bulldogs, but I don't think they're a top breed. I think they're expensive. They're bougie, but I don't know if they're up there like that.
Well, this isn't the draft of dog breed prices.
It isn't the draft. You're absolutely right, Ryan. It isn't the draft of dog breed prices. Oh, this is gonna be close. I think this is a good lineup.
I feel like I'm just used to seeing like hashtag Frenchie.
French. Listen, I love French Bulldogs, but
doesn't seem like you do. It seems like
trust me, I do. But I would, if I had to take a Bulldog right now in my life, I would take an English Bulldog. More affordable, and I think they're funnier.
If I'm being honest, I don't know if I'd be able to tell you which one's which.
I kind of had a feeling when I said you might have picked the wrong Bulldog. You went, wait, there's more than one Bulldog?
No, I knew there's more than one. That's why.
No, I like this. It's going to come out good. This is going to be a good debate here.
I mean, my one in terms of which ones I actually prefer would be German Shepherd.
Really?
Far. Yeah.
German Shepherd is a great one. Just for, obviously, you have the whole police dog backing of it, too. I do want to do a little recap of our last week's draft. So we did draft of overrated things. So based off the Instagram poll, it was close. I did win. I think it was 53 to 47.
It's 50-50.
Oh, because you just voted for it.
Well, yeah, I never voted for it.
Okay, well, hold on a second. Watch this. Wait, I swear to God, if I can't vote now because the shit didn't work last year. Oh, baby.
I was waiting for you to pick the wrong
57 to 43 is the total percentage.
You got 8 votes, and I got 7. It was a close one.
It's close on Instagram, but to all of our TikTok followers and our TikTok watchers.
You can't vote on there.
You can't vote on TikTok, but you can comment. And France was the resounding best pick overall.
You got like 2 or 3. You got 2 France comments.
I think a lot. I had I think 3 of the 5 comments were France comments. France comments were great. I got an avocado comment for it is just green mush, not worth ever having any hype. And I think the only comment on one of your, I know you did get one person that agreed with blue cheese, but one person also commented saying blue cheese is underrated. So that kind of cancels out your support.
Also got someone saying Marky Mark would be a better pick. That person's
yeah.
wrong. Marky Mark is a phenomenal actor, one of my favorites.
I was gonna say I
He's up there
completely
for
didn't
me.
agree with that.
That's just get it. I mean, keep commenting, but get out of there with that comment.
I supported your Rock pick. No one else seemed to in the TikTok comments agreed with it, but
because the Rock is just ruling TikTok. It's not my fault.
Sure.
I think he's got a chokehold on it.
Hate to say it, but our commenters might be part of the sheep. They follow the Rock vibe. Yeah. Thank you for watching, everybody.
Thank you.
We will be doing the drafts every week now, and
give us ideas for drafts because we're sitting here for a little while sometimes trying to think of what to do.
Yeah, we have like I said, we have a few written down, but it's kind of seeing what people are doing and like trying to remember what we have and haven't done already. If you guys have any interesting ideas, we kind of want to do more like random outlandish stuff. Like,
yeah, we got a couple ideas. But most of them are food. We got sandwiches, chips, cookies.
Yeah, give us some non-food ones. Like the very vague ones, I think are the best ones. Like the overrated one was really fun.
Yeah, because you could just pick anything from anywhere. But that also made it hard because it was kind of like, all right, I don't really know where to go with this.
Yeah, I mean, we were both like, oh, who's gonna have the first pick? Who's first? Like, I don't think any of us are gonna have the same picks anyway. So, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, give us all the feedback you can. We love seeing it. We love the support we're getting on the social platforms, so we appreciate it so much.
And follow everywhere, especially X, the everything app.
Yeah, make sure you follow. Make sure you follow us on X, Instagram, and if you're
TikTok.
if you're on TikTok watching us, make sure you go to the Instagram and vote on our polls. We can't put polls up on TikTok. So
yeah, it's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, I think I would have crushed on TikTok. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever you think.
Yeah.
Whatever
Thanks for
makes you feel
watching,
better
guys.
at night.
See you
See
next
ya.
week.